and welcome. Today we're at Snyder Specialty Cars. If you remember a couple of years ago we were here, but today we have special cars for you, different cars to show you, and Don was most gracious to show us these cars. Speaking of Don, here comes Don right now. With me I have Doug Dunkel. He's the general manager of Snyder Specialty Cars, and also Don Snyder. Welcome to Armstrong Street Scene.
Thank you.
I got a question for you. Since you guys are into the collecting of the cars and all this stuff, and what would you suggest a new guy coming out there wanting getting into cars? What could they do?
Well, I would recommend to find the car in the best shape you can that doesn't need floorboards and you know, a lot of metal work done to start. You want to try to find something as solid as possible to start with, because you'll get too much in the preliminary work and then you'll kind of get too much invested before the car's even anywhere near complete. So I suggest to find the best, the most solid car you can find as far as metal work and all is concerned.
Because it's not a cheap sport. It's not a cheap hobby.
No, it's,
you got to be in love with the car too.
That's right. That's right. Because you'll get some more invested than the car's worth before it's done. In most cases. So that's kind of what I would recommend for them.
So you're talking maybe like we were talking before about a Mustang.
Yeah, we've just recently ran across this where a fella has a Mustang, and it needs every piece of metal put back on it, floorboards, aprons, everything, and he's going to get probably more invested in just putting the metal together to get the car to the point where you can body and paint it than the car's worth, and you could possibly find something that's close to that point and start there.
For a couple $1,000s more. Yeah, get one that's already pretty much.
Kind of what my recommendation would be in that area.
Don, since you buy a lot of cars and everything, you buy cars online?
A few I've bought online, but most of the cars I go and see.
That's probably a good idea, huh?
Yes. You know, online you can get burnt. I know a lot of people got burnt online cars.
Because they look really good from the photos and everything.
And they're misrepresented, and it's not a healthy thing to buy them online without looking.
A number 5 car to you and another number 5 car to somebody else is two different stories.
Yes.
This guy said, oh, this car is perfect, you know, in every which way, and then all of a sudden you go and look at it.
And then you end up with a mess.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, and photos doing a lot of justice too.
Today's standard for cars and everything, you're better off buying a restored car than having it restored or restore it yourself. The prices are kind of down in the bottom now.
We're standing in front of a 1931 Model A school bus.
Correct.
How long have you had this, Don?
I just bought this one here about 3 weeks ago.
This is an actual school bus.
Yes, and I've been looking for one for about 20 years, and they're very, very hard to find, and this one come up for sale, and I grabbed it. And I'd like to have it way back then when my grandkids were small, but now they're all grown up, so.
Great grandkids, huh?
Yeah, we're waiting for great grandkids.
That's exciting. So what have you done to it?
We have put another steering box in it and got it running. It's sat for 5 years. Then brought it back to shopper and got it running and make it drivable, and that's about all we did to it, clean it up.
And you made it a new Springfield school one. It wasn't from Springfield.
No, it was from Canal, Winchester, down south of Columbus.
Boy, this one seems to have a lot of room in it compared to like nowadays ones. The way the seats are lined up there.
I think the seats are wrong in it. They should be side by side, and they got them going around the edges. But it'll work for what it is now.
Yeah, it looks nice, nice shape.
Beautiful.
What size engine you have in here, Don?
It's the same as in a Model A passenger car. It's a 4-cylinder, 40 horsepower. and it is lacking for power.
Yeah, this big thing.
Yeah.
So it's basically stock?
It's all stock.
All
yes,
stock.
All stock, 100%.
Wow, that's pretty nice. This is how they did it back in the 30s.
Yes.
Before my time, anyway.
Yes. Now they had Model T school buses too, so.
So this is an A.
An A, yeah.
What would be the difference between the A and the T?
The T is from 1909 through 27, and the Model A is from 1928 through 31.
Oh, okay. Okay. We're standing in front of a 1995 Mustang R model Cobra.
Correct.
This is a very special one. It's a factory race car.
Yeah, they built 265 of these, and they were built for racing only. And it's the 5.8 liter 351 engine in it. It has no back seat. It comes without no radio. I had the dealer install a radio in it because I wanted to drive it a little bit. It's very, very fast, and I think we put 1,100 miles on it. We haven't driven it in quite a while, but and it has a fiberglass hood
on it,
which is unique for this car.
Fuel. It even has a fuel cell in it.
Correct. It has a fuel cell in the back, not a gas tank.
Does it run pretty good?
Extremely well.
Yeah, these aren't very heavy. They're pretty light.
Yes.
So this is the factory race car for the 95. Also, those wheels are very special too, right?
Yeah, they were designed for this car and this car only. And
you see those all the time now, but that was the design. And
correct.
everybody's
Yes.
basing them right off of that design. How long have you owned this one, Don?
I bought it brand new
Brand
in
new.
'95
Uh-huh.
from over at Newcastle. Phil Fitzford.
And what, do you know the number on this one? Is it, you said there's only 225 made.
It's 92.
Oh, this is number 92, okay. I don't know, Dawn, if you turn your back on this one, it might be gone. This is a beautiful car. A 1969 Dodge 426 Hemi.
Yes.
Convertible.
Yeah, we just got finished with this car in our shop. It started out in life as a small block car, and I always wanted a Hemi to drive around, convertible. And so we built this one. This is a clone. It's not the original RT. It has the 426 Hemi, stock Hemi in it, air conditioned, and the car is awesome to drive. It's a triple black car, which makes it kind of unique. But they only made a handful of the RT Hemi cars, and they're very, very expensive. So
how long have you owned this one?
I've had this car about 3 years, and we just got done with it. Our shop finished it here about a month ago.
Frame off restoration?
Frame off, every nut and bolt.
I just love it. I love the top on it. And, I guess Doug put this on and everything.
Doug that works in our shop that does everything. He upholstered it, put the top on, painted it, put the engine in, did everything. So, and it came out awesome.
I love the paint job too. It's like a mirror. It's like a mirror. Triple black.
Yes.
Very nice. And how many of these did they make, if it was a real thing?
I think they only made about 40 of them, if that.
Okay, we're standing in front of a 1966 Coronet 440 convertible. Very special car.
Very rare indeed. They made 2 automatics and 2 sticks in the 440 Coronet cars.
And this is what, the automatic?
This is the automatic, and it's an original car. It had 1 repaint done to it, but all original upholstery. Engine's never been out. This is a real survivor. She's a beaut.
So this is the Coronet 440 with the 426 Hemi.
Correct, yes.
Okay, that's just the style, like 440. Okay, that's the model.
The model of it, yes.
Okay. And the interior's all original in this?
All original, interior, everything.
Was this a race car too, a factory racer?
No, this was a driver.
Okay, this is a driver. Yeah, everyday driver.
Yes. And it runs good. It screams.
And then this is the 66 Coronet 440, and right next to it we have a 66 Coronet 500 hardtop
Yes,
with the 426 Hemi in it.
yes.
And I think the last time we were here, we did the show a couple of years ago. This one was on the rotisserie, if I'm not mistaken.
Right, we got this one done probably about a year ago. It was torn apart, every nut and bolt, the engine rebuilt, everything from A to Z on this car. And it was a local car. The gentleman that bought this car lived in New Springfield, and it's been in this area all of its life. And
You restored it back to stock,
all stock, 100% stock.
paint job and everything.
Yes, all the correct paint and everything.
The numbers matching.
Numbers matching, and it's the automatic.
How many owners did this car have?
I think about 4.
About 4 owners. You got a pretty good history on it?
Yes, yes. The gentleman that bought it new was out here. He was an elderly gentleman, and he was out here and explained to Doug everything that he did with the car. He did a lot of street racing with it,
Oh, okay.
and he had a lot of fun with it, he said.
Yeah, this was one of the ones they used to race all the time.
Yes.
I would say this is a better racer than the Coronet 440 we just looked at because the weight-wise, right? Because
yes.
The convertibles are always a little heavier.
And the convertibles are a lot more money than the two-door hardtops.
And they're worth more in the long run too.
Oh,
right?
yes,
The convertibles,
yes.
right? But she's a beauty here. They come with the dog bull hubcaps and everything,
Yes,
just like that.
And the blue line tires.
Oh yeah. Oh okay. They had the red line or the blue
and-
line, but they have yellow ones too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Somebody had yellow ones. Very nice. White, black, with white interior. That's unusual.
That's
These-
the original interior in the car.
Very nice. Automatic.
Yes.
Is there numbers on this, or do they make so many of these?
They made 63 of these.
Oh, that's it? It's a
Yeah.
63?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. So any factory racers, any light ones you know of?
No, this wasn't a racer.
Okay. Wasn't a
They-
factory racer anyway.
Yeah, they had the factory racers in mainly 64 and 65.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, last time we ever did a show here a couple of years ago, I remember Doug had this on the rotisserie, and we had south side there and
Yes.
inside. Yeah, pretty nice.
There was no patching in this car. It was all
Solid.
all solid.
Something you don't see much of around here.
No.
Not with our winters.
And it was undercoated extremely well, which would save this car.
Well, they did that, the Z-boarding back then.
Yes.
I just bought a 69 Mercury Cougar, and boy, there was undercoating everywhere on that thing.
Now we had a little Bernzomatic torch and a putty knife scraping it all
Oh,
off.
that's how you get it off? I was
Yeah.
wondering how you get that stuff off.
There was a chore.